And we are back here at Legoland, California Resort. And we are going to be doing a little bit of a summer update video. We're going to talk about some of the construction updates, what's going on for the summer block party, whatever is new, and catch my eye here, do a little update with regards to wait times, what's the status of the park, and overall have a good time here. Oh, well, look at this. Out of all the times I have been to Legoland, I honestly don't think I've ever actually met Cowgirl before. So this is great. She's doing her little meet and greet right up here. Look at this. I'm gonna start off my day very well here and say howdy to Lego Cowgirl. How are you doing? Wonderful. It's perfect that we got the sombreros today, huh? Because of the bright sun out today. You know what? I think of all the years I've been to Legoland, I have yet to see you in person. So I am excited. She looks lovely. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wonderful. Put a lasso. But you know what? We should start the day off right with a joke, right? So why is it that cowboys always want to get a dachshund for a pet? Because they want to get along, little doggy. Yep. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue on with our journey here as we pass by the big shop. Our goal for today, this video is going to be kind of like a summer update video, a little construction update on the new ride that's coming in. The driving school is open, so we're gonna go check that out. It's been open for about a month now, so we're just gonna walk around and check out the full queue area. The summer block party just recently started. We're here on a Sunday, what is it, June 29th. So we missed it by a few days, but we're gonna walk around, check out everything that has to do with the block party. There's specialty foods that be happening. And yeah, but one thing we missed that I didn't get to see when we were here for Lego Festival was the Once Upon a Brick Store night, Unicorn Night. They didn't have performances the day that I was here, so we're gonna go up to Castle Hill to check out that performance. And of course, the biggest thing of all is the return of the Lego World Parade, which we'll definitely be checking that out. It's performing twice a day this year. I believe today it's at 3 and 6 o'clock. Same parade route as before, where it starts at the Funtown area, has its first stop right there kind of near the theater, goes down, continue on to Lego Movie World, and then it stops once again once it circles the wagons around Benny's Jet right there. So I heard for the most part that the parade is pretty much the same. There's a slight difference in choreography. I do know that there was a couple costumes that were added to some characters, but overall the parade is the same. While we were also walking, I wanted to give a little bit of a park update with regards to wait times right now. Right now here for Lost Kingdom Adventure, it is not that bad. As you can see, the queue is a few people deep right over there, but then about 10 people deep on this part of the queue. Not that bad. And it is stating at 5 minutes according to the app on wait time, which I would agree with that statement. So let's check out the Dragon Coaster here, my favorite ride at Legoland. Currently the app is saying 15 minutes, but let's see where it really is looking like right now. Okay, so it's past the doors, about 3 or 4 rows in, and I would agree with that statement. That's definitely about a 15-minute draw in the line. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. Once Upon a Break the Tail, the Unicorn Night, show times 12:15 and 1:15. I believe there are only 2 a day during the summer block party. No.
That is I. Hello, good people. Today I begin my dangerous quest to retrieve the golden brick from deep within a volcano.
We need another person to be our damsel.
We do need another person.
We need another person to be our damsel.
Yes, we do. And I goes that we have found the most beautiful damsel in all of Legoland. My goodness. Aphrodite herself is before me. Now, yes, we found the most beautiful damsel, but do you sound the part? Can I hear you scream in despair? Perfect! Alright! I'll be there to help you along and sing you a song. And sing you a song. And sing you a song. By my side. You are now rescued.
It's the legendary guardian of the bridge!
Quiet you!
Okay.
Now everyone kiss her! You've done it! You've defeated me with Master Swordsmanry!
Yay!
After the show, we say a hello to His Grace, His Royalty, His Highness, the King of Legoland. How are you today, sir? Are you not too hot right now? It's a pretty warm day today. You know, can we get Merlin to do that little snow flurry he does during Christmas time? That'd be nice. Cool it off a little bit. Well, I'm gonna go head off because I gotta get a good spot for the parade here shortly. So, do you know why the king goes to the dentist so often? To get his crown checked. I did hear that there are some summer foods, a food and a drink, more specifically here at Night Smokehouse Barbecue. So let's go check that out here and see what there is. And here at the Night Smokehouse Barbecue, the specialty food is the bacon zucchini poppers, zucchini filled with whipped cream cheese, roasted diced jalapenos, bacon bites, and tightly wrapped in bacon. And that's what it looks like right there. I don't like zucchini, so I'm not getting it. Also here at the Night Smokehouse Barbecue, they have two drinks. One that's being advertised right now is a Sour Patch Splash. This is a fun kids drink. Limeade with Sour Patch Kids, topped with cherry and a sugar rim. Didn't have a sign for it, but I'll put a picture up here. They do have the cucumber cocktail, which is margarita mixed with cucumber juice, chamoy, and a tahini rim, lime wedge, and cucumbers added into it. Kind of like a spa water margarita, if I had to guess, with a little bit of a spice to it. Stopped over here at the Castle Ice Cream. And you can see they actually have available. You can get a souvenir minifigure head now offering this one, the winky face, but looks like they'll have some more in the future. Most likely probably during the fall Halloween season, they'll have those two. Pretty cool. But the two seasonal summer offerings are going to be two different fruit bowls that they have here. They're going with a little bit of a different change. Normally they do shakes. This time they're doing the acai breeze, which is an acai sorbet, blueberries, strawberries, banana, granola, cocoa nibs, and mango passion puree, or a dragon fruit sorbet served with granola and fresh pineapple. Either one of those are going to be for $19.99. A little bit of a fresher summer take for the year. I like that. And of course, we are passing by my favorite snack stand right now. Let's take a quick look here. I'm not going to get the snack just yet, but let's just see what it looks like real quick. I see a nice sign up here. So there it is, the Royal Tropic Apple Fries, $18.89. Pineapple mango Dole Whip swirl topped with Granny's apple fries, pineapple yuzu sauce, diced mango, diced pineapple, and an orchid in the souvenir cup. I really wish there was a way I can get it without the souvenir cup, but I guess that is how it is. Here at the Churros con Chocolate stand, they do have another seasonal item, the Fruity Churro Sundae, house-made churros topped with vanilla ice cream, fruity pebbles, fresh strawberries, and house-made chocolate sauce for $11.49. Here at the coffee space, they have one drink, the strawberry matcha splash for $8.99, a breezy blend of earthy matcha and ripe strawberry. I'm not a big fan of matcha, so I'm gonna have to forego this drink. And that again was at the coffee shop, which is right next to the burger kitchen. Slight little construction update here of the bathroom area that was right next to the Churros con Chocolate in the Pirate Shores. As you can see, it is pretty much completely gutted. I have not heard what they're going to do with this, if it's going to be a rebuild of the restrooms or something else completely different. I still haven't figured out or heard anything other than that. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. And if anybody does know what's going on here, please do let me know in the comments. The last time I was here, the Pirate Reef Battle was not up and operational, but now it clearly is. The water guns are working, the ships are going. They do have the little splash pad area over here. This is still operational, and of course Pirate Reef, the ship ride, the water ride, is operational right now. And again, that is the one ride or attraction that you can get on both sides, either the water park side or the Legoland side. So if you only have a admission for the park or for the water park, you can still access that ride no matter what. The app is saying that Splash Battle is about 20 minutes, but I disagree with that because the queue only has people right over there, which is very minimal. And these boats carry 4 people each. So I think that's an accurate time frame, to be honest with you. A lot of the main updates that are happening are going to be in the Funtown area, including both the water park, because the Chima water park is now open. But as you can see, the banner over there, the driving school, that is going to be the main one since our last visit here. In late May, it did open. And this is going to be my first visit here since it has been open. And you can see the little ones are having a good time here in the driving school. There is the original driving school, this one right here, and the junior driving school for those that are ages 3 to 5. This is for 6 to 13 for the main driving school. It wasn't a water feature, that I was talking about at the car wash, but it was a bubble feature. So look at that. That's pretty cool with the bubble machine going on. Pretty nice. So this is the driver's license pickup area. You can actually purchase yourself a driver's license and a lanyard souvenir. That's the lanyard that comes with it. That's what the driver's license looks like right there. And it is an additional cost for that, but it's a cool little souvenir. And they go for $26 for the combo. So this is what it looks like now that everything is open. So they did leave this space completely open. I was hoping that they would actually put like a Lego model, like I said, like a car up there. They did put the cars over here with a stoplight. So then we have the 2 queue rooms. So it splits up. They took down, well, the junior driving school is off for the moment. I don't know if it fell off or they're replacing it. But 6 through 13, you go on the left-hand side, that's for the traditional the driving school. And on the right-hand side, 2 to 5 for the junior driving school. And you can see here with the junior driving school, it's going to be just a big circle, more of a traditional NASCAR track, you know. We're gonna walk into the queue real quick here of the traditional driving school side. We're gonna take a look to see what the queue looks like from over here. So they got some wall art, gonna make it look like it's supposed to be like a garage of some sort. Pretty cool. Okay. It's shaded, which is nice. It feels really cool in here, which is really cool. This right here, it's about a 10-minute wait till we get up to the front. But apparently, there's a pre-show entrance. Even a month and look appealing already on the wall. I've been noticing even the rails, the paint is like missing on like a vast majority of it. It's like, wow. Not even a whole month. So they got the room here. It's got the same vinyls and everything like they do on the outside, but it tells you a little instruction of what to do when you're on the ride itself.
It's time for you to receive your driver's license. Great maneuver, PJ. You've passed the test. It's time for you to receive your driver's license. Great drive, PJ. You definitely earned this.
Cool. I got it.
I did a little time to see how long it actually took me. It took me about 11 minutes to get to the pre-show video room that they had there, and then about a 2.5 minute-ish video on, you know, like rules, regulations. I like the theming as you go into it, like you're really doing like a real driving test. It's one of those types of things where it's like, I wish I could still go on it as an adult. I mean, I know I drive every day as an adult in the real car, but it still would have been fun to at least try, like if they could make it kind of adult size, like, I don't know. But I know it's meant for kids, right? Right outside of the driving school, we got Racer Lego guy that's here, and he's obviously with a great photo op right in front of the driving school. So let's go say hi. This ride is really cool. Did you have a hand in doing all this stuff? You did, right? I could tell. He runs laps around the competition. Look at, I love this outfit. This is really cool. I love the getup. Well, I figured since we're going to celebrate the opening of the new race, I figured let's do a joke, shall we, right? Why is it that race car drivers always get the promotions? Because they always go that extra mile. That extra, yeah, I know. That one had a little feel, a little pep to it, didn't it? Another thing here at Funtown, the Nike Lego Arena. So this was actually a temporary thing that happened a couple weeks back, but I guess due to popularity, it's gonna be back starting on July 1st and running through the end of the summer block party. I don't have anything footage myself per se, and probably by the time that this video comes out, it'll probably be already July 1st, so this will probably be up and running. But inside, you can build your own little Lego jersey, basketball jersey. You can build yourself a minifigure trading card, which is pretty cool, a little basketball card. There is like a little 3-point shooter game in which you put like the basketball inside like this kind of like gun launcher, and it shoots it up, and it's got like multiple nets and everything. And of course some photo ops and whatnot there too. This is all you know, for marketing, because Lego and Nike had a collab, and there's like a Nike set that's going to be happening pretty soon, including some shoes as well too, I believe, some Nike shoes, which is really cool. So what they did is that the building area that was in this building right here, the Lego building set, that is going to be temporarily closed, obviously, because the Nike Arena is overtaking it for the time being, and obviously most likely after the summer, after August 10th, it'll go back to its original Lego build area. The Funtown Market the urban market is open again. It was blocked off due to the construction of the new space coaster, which you can see definitely some upgrades, some improvements since the last time we were here. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But the urban market is open again. Huzzah! So excited. And I do know that they have some specialty foods for the summer here. And let's check it out. I don't think they did any sort of big updates for the time being here. Yeah, I don't see anything new, anything different from the last time I was here. Oh, they got, okay, no, they got some differences here. They got kids kits. They got they're pre-made right over there with chicken, chicken tenders or hot dogs. They still got some of they got the chicken and curry tofu. They got the grilled steak sandwich and the spicy shrimp fettuccine. But the main food item that they have over here is a summer stakeout. Now this is a 2-foot-long Philly cheesesteak sandwich, Philly cheese, peppers, and onions and all that good stuff for $38.89, and it does have those 2-foot-long French rolls that you see right over there. And the seating area out that way is still closed. So the only seating area they have is the one that's inside here, and the few tables that are out near the front. We're about 25 minutes away from the first parade at 3 o'clock. So let's give a little talk about it. You can already see that there are some tape right over here. So this is some standing room area. So the parade is going to start, as you see through the double doors over there where it says Lego World Parade. It'll come out, all the floats will come out, and they'll proceed all the way until they pretty much get to where the burger kitchen is, kind of like where the old driving school was over that way. All of them are going to line up over here. That's when they're going to do their first stop. So here you're going to get mainly the show. They do a stop, singing and dancing, characters come out. Even sometimes they actually will interact with the guests, where you can actually come out and dance with some of the characters. After their first stop, they'll pick up and then they'll move. And then they're going to continue down the walkway heading into Lego Movie World. So what we're walking through right now is the walkway between Movie World, or between Funtown and Movie World. And this is all going to be just parade. From where the first stop to the second stop, they're just going to keep dancing, singing, moving around with no stops on the parade. Once the parade route reaches Lego Movie World, they're going to do what I say called circle the wagons, in which they follow the track that I'm standing on right now, walking on, and all the floats will do this U in the movie world wrapped around Benny's jet, and they'll do the second stop. They do their dance, pick up, and at that point they leave because they'll take a quick right turn right outside of Lego Movie World and park the floats and redo it again for the second showing. And I did get confirmation. I was going to try it this year, but they didn't do it. So they had 2 VIP spots for the parade, but this year they're not doing it. One of the VIP spots was right here in front of Emma's Super Suite, and the other one was towards the front, right in front of the Funtown Market. And I believe it was like a $10 or a $20 extra, but this year they're not doing it. But it did come with like a lanyard, and it came with like a banner, I think, like a streamer, like a cheering banner, pop badge. I thought it was pretty cool for 20 bucks. We'll step into, since we're here, everything is ramen. You have a summer banh mi for $15.99. You can get a choice of char siu, pork belly, chicken or tofu in a banh mi roll, fresh cilantro, pickled daikon, carrots, cucumbers, and cilantro. Jalapenos are served on the side if requested. $15.99 for it. So here also at everything in ramen, they do have 2 drinks, both the Sour Patch Splash, we talked about it earlier, but there is the cucumber margarita that they have, the drink right there, with the tahini rim, the cucumbers. They'll eventually turn into pickles later, and margarita. So right now, we are about 15 minutes prior to showtime, and there are plenty, and I mean plenty of spots, including actually some of the benches are actually still available too. There's actually 2 right over here that are completely free for people if they want to sit down and watch the parade that way. I will say this, when it comes to actually watching the parade, there's going to be 2 main schools of thought here. There's going to be, if you want to see more of the actual show, of the stop and the show and the dancing, and possibly have your kid interact with a character, then, and by character I mean the dancers, not the big Lego foam characters that are going to be on the float. They stay on the float the whole time. But the pirates and the mermaids and the kangaroo and the firemen, they'll be walking around dancing, and they could potentially interact with your kids. But like I said, starting from here, about where those families starting, horseshoe around to the other side, that's going to be the stop. And I'm not the biggest fan of the Lego Movie World showing of the parade because you're gonna have floats on that side, on that side, on that side, on that side. So when you're standing over here, especially if you're like right behind Benny's jet thing, you're not gonna get to see the floats on the other side. You only get to see the floats that are in front of you. If you're over at the walkway near Funtown, if you're parallel with the parade, you can essentially look left, you can essentially look right, and you get a better view of the parade for the stop. I did just learn something new. Shout out to Jay, one of the model citizens here. So if you take a look where the Duplo Playtown is at, there is a yellow tape right over it. That's actually a new viewing area for the parade. This used to be all not viewing, and apparently it is. What they're going to be doing is they're trying something new where, again, after the first stop of the parade that's here in Funtown, what they're going to do is normally they would block people where they wouldn't be able to go all the way down, anywhere else. They have to stop until the parade's completely over. But what they're going to do is once the people at Funtown, once the parade is done on the Funtown side and makes its way down to Lego Movie World, they're actually going to let guests walk behind the parade if they're trying to make it to the Duplo place. Less than 10 minutes from the start of the parade. And look at all the space still available for the parade here in Funtown. Lots of viewing area. I think for the first route, what we're going to do is we're just going to watch the parade at the Duplo section. I want to see what that looks like when the parade comes down through the walkway. Just the singing, just the dancing, none of the stop. And then if we do get to catch the parade for the second timing at 6 o'clock, then we'll watch it from one of the stop positions, probably the Funtown spot. You can see that they got the one stanchion rubber over there. So while the parade is still in the stop in Funtown, they're letting guests go up to the very last moment, right over there where the model citizen is with the green shirt, letting people go through if they want to watch the parade from that point or continue on to Pirate Shores area. It is a fun parade. Like I said, I prefer just watching it really quickly. It only was like 4 minutes long for the parade when it started to passes me all the floats and the dancers. If you just want to watch the parade going through, just the quick, the more of the cavalcade kind of a thing. But definitely, I wholeheartedly recommend if you want to watch the breakdown of the parade, watch it in the Funtown strip over here. Because like I said, if you stand somewhere in the middle, like somewhere right over here or even on that side of the street, you stand in the middle, you can look to your right, look to your left, and you get to see the entirety of the parade, which is nice. Unlike the Lego Movie World, which does have a little bit of that U-turn effect, which blocks some of your view. Also worth knowing, because of the Lego Nike Arena that's currently taking residence there, the factory tour is obviously closed for the time being because it does exit into the build area where the Lego Arena is at. So let's take a quick tour into the water park and see what is new, what is different, and check out the Chima water park that is now open. Legoland Water Park proper, nothing new, nothing different that I could see when I did a walkthrough. Pirate Reef, as mentioned earlier, on the other side is open for both the water park side and the theme park side. And then the main thing is going to be the addition of the Chima water park, which is now officially open. As of, I believe it was June 14th was the opening day. There's Kroger Swamp, which is the splash castle area of the water park. Chima doesn't really have too much with regards to the water park. The biggest thing that they're going to have is the wave pool. That's their only real claim to fame here. The Build a Boat attraction is open and running. The Wolves Den Grill is open. And of course the Lion's Temple wave pool is open. Now I don't recall this area. I'm sure it's probably always been here, but I personally don't recall it. So yeah, I just got confirmation. This is new for this area. It's like a little adult beverage beer garden of sorts. You get a good view of the wave pool. No alcohol beyond these horn points right there. A couple tables. They got some snacks, some candies, Dippin' Dots, yogurt bites, but they do have some canned alcoholic drinks, some ones on tap as well too. So yeah, nice little area for the adults to enjoy. Okay, and that's pretty much the extent of the Chima Water Park. Not much more to say here with that. The Legoland Jam has returned for the summer block party being held here at the Fun Town stage. Currently right now there are 3 show times, 12, 1:45, and 4:30. We're not going to see it today, but that is a fun show with the Legoland brass band is here. There's dancers, there's Lego characters. I do know that usually like Lego surfer dudes here. Lego cowgirl might make an appearance as well too. It's a cool show, it really is. In front of the new reimagined Fun Town stage as well. And it's a really good entertainment. The brass band plays great music. The dance is fun, singing is always great. So it's definitely a good show to catch once on your trip to Legoland. We have made it all the way to the top of Duplo Hill, and as you can see, my goodness, there's been quite a bit of an update on the new Space Coaster ride. So as you can see, when we were here last time, there was just the large pylon for the inner portion of the the showcase of the room. But now, as you can see, it looks like the ribs are really in there now. The bones are pretty much all set in there. They got metal work. They got some rebarb there. It's still pretty empty on the inside, but they've gone quite vertical. So that's obviously as tall as it's going to be getting for the most part. That's probably about, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 feet tall, I would say at its tallest. But yeah, good progress there. Around the area, still lots of dirt. I don't see any real progress being done where the spinny ride's going to be, which would be right about here, as well as the jungle gym area. So obviously the main focus is going to be on the Space Coaster ride, and then they'll build out from there. But again, no official date has been announced as to when the ride will be opening. All we know is going to be 2026, but they're really making some good progress. So at this rate, I'm thinking early 2026, maybe just a little bit past the winter break, maybe into January, February time. Probably, I think the aim at this point is to definitely get it for spring break of next year. Another element of the summer block party is the return of Benny's Boombox Blast Off. This is a reimagined version of Benny's dance show that he has here. There's 3 shows, performances 11:30, 1 o'clock, and 4:15. This one's really cool because I love that they put a little bit of mix of some of the old school songs, which I really like. And there's a show about to happen in a couple minutes, so let's take a look, shall we? Check because the app says 10 minutes and I was like, no way. And sure enough, look at it, the Duplo Dino Trail ride. I would say that is 10 minutes, maybe even just less. It's a slow loader because they take you out here, but then you have to load up there and only can fit 2 people at a time. But yeah, that's about 10 minutes right there. I am half tempted to go on that ride because that ride never gets less than 25 minutes, and I'll be 100% honest, unless you have little ones, that ride is not that fun. So I'm like half tempted to do it just because I haven't ridden that ride since the first day of Dino Valley being open when I was here for the media day. That just shows how long it's been since I've ridden that ride. Coastersaurus is currently at 40 minutes, and I believe it because it is all the way right over there. It's a slow loader. It does go twice around. And I don't know about that ride. Like I don't know how people can it's a popular ride. It's a very popular ride, but it's so short. That's why they do it twice, because it's so quick around that to make it worthwhile, you have to go twice. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a PSA here, just because for some reason today, I really noticed it today, and probably my few hours of being here at Legoland, and I'm gonna preface this by saying it is Legoland, I get it, theme park. Today, I have counted seven children in total that I've come across that were lost, parent missing. Obviously myself, I'm not the one dealing with the lost children. Security and model citizens were. But I just like, everywhere I've ever gone to, granted I'm not paying attention for it, but I just felt like there was a lot of missing children today. Or, you know, again, lost kids, lost families, stuff of that nature. So a little PSA here is, do what you need to do so your kids don't get lost. Or I did notice that at least the ones I saw, they didn't have anything like bracelets or things that have like the phone number of the parent. Like that would have actually helped a lot, I'm sure, if they had like a phone number that a model citizen can call and say, what's your dad's phone number? And then maybe they don't know it, but it's written on their arm or on their bracelet, and that would have helped. Just throwing my 2 cents in the ring. Because it just felt like there was a lot more today of, like I said, kids being lost than normally would be the case. Well, I wanted to take a quick moment while we're here. You can see Mainland USA is right there behind me. But I want to talk about some of the things that are happening on the calendar for Legoland California coming up soon. Mark them on your calendar so you're prepared. Obviously right now, the whole premise of this video was to do a summer update, including the summer block party, which is happening now through August 10th, is included with your admission. All the shows and everything are included with your admission to Legoland. But coming up very shortly is the 4th of July holiday, and Legoland is going to be celebrating with the red, white, and boom 4th of July celebration here. It is included with your admission into Legoland. There's things like scavenger hunt and Miniland USA. There's going to be specialty treats, specialty shows, DJ dance parties, lawn games. I know some specialty characters usually come out during that time. They may have some still walkers. I know in previous years they've had a still walking Uncle Sam and a Statue of Liberty. It's pretty cool, but the big thing is going to be the fireworks show that's going to be happening at 8:45. The fireworks this year are going to be shot off of the Duplo Hill. So there's going to be some good viewing areas. The hosted portion where they're going to have a DJ and a host are going to be in the Mainland USA and in the beginning stage area. But there are some good viewing areas in the Pirate Shores and even possibly here in Miniland USA if you just care more about the fireworks. Previous years it's always been in the backside near the water park, and the best viewing area was there in the Fun Town area, but my guess is because of the construction happening with the new ride that's not going to be the best viewing spot. So this year they moved the fireworks to Duplo area, more centralized in the park. So my guess is if I was to come, the viewing area that I would choose would probably be the beginning stage area personally. And for that 4th of July weekend, 4th of July falls on a Friday, Friday and Saturday, the park is actually going to be open extended hours until 9 o'clock. Right now, the park is usually open till from about 10 to 7 to 10 to 8, depending of the day. So you're going to get an additional extra hour for people to catch that fireworks show, because obviously right now it gets a little bit darker later in the day, so 8:45 is really after the sun has set and it's dark enough to really see the fireworks properly. But the really cool part about the fireworks is that this is a while supplies last limited time. Ask a model citizen in the little viewing areas for the specialty 3D glasses. Now these are going to be the types of 3D glasses in which when the fireworks are up in the air, they're going to change the light so it looks like little Lego bricks or stars are in the air. It's so cool. I did this last couple years ago, and it was really cool to see the fireworks like that, where they're popping up in the air, and like I said, they look like little mini Lego bricks up in the air shooting. Pretty cool. We might as well talk about this because it'll be happening sooner than we know it. Brick or Treat, of course, will be returning September 20th through November 1st on select dates. Brick or Treat is included with single day admission to the particular days for the Brick or Treat event days, or if you have the top tier pass like I do, the elite one does include Brick or Treat. Some of the other passes do not, but you can pay a little extra for that individual day. Of course, there's going to be some attractions such as all the candy mazes that they have, the costume character interactions that they have, shows, and always some funness. So, but anyways, you know me, I will be there, of course, on the first day of Brick or Treat for you. Still got to figure out what's going to be my costume for this year. Any ideas, let me know in the comments. I got a few ideas in my head right now, but still swimming around, and we'll see which one's the best one.
As instructed.
Going for the second performance. It was the 6 o'clock one, and then right here, plenty of spots still available for the viewing of the parade itself.
Continue your research throughout other
And
areas
then here,
of the
if you
resort.
watch it from the Funtown stage,
Have a
like
great
I said, if you're in the middle, you
time
can pretty
and
much
enjoy the
watch
parade.
left to right of the entirety of the stop on the first one.
Keep the pace.
Dream and watch it come to life before your eyes. What if there's an open door to anywhere your mind can go? Imagination is the most fun place we go. What if, hot baby, yeah. Come now, shoot for the stars like a rocket ship. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Last time, you know what to do. There's an open door to anywhere your mind can go. Imagination is the most fun place to go. Imagination is the most fun place we know. What if? All the sights to behold, all the stories to unfold, new words to create. All we see, imagination, story on your wildest expectations. Who you are will be our inspiration. Celebrate, celebrate.
And that was watching the parade enter with the first stop here on the Funtown side. And like I said, as you saw, it kept rolling down through where we saw it earlier near the Duplo area as it rolls into Lego Movie World. But listening to the song, walking around, seeing the families, like the little kids, I saw some kids dancing after the parade's already done. They're just listening to the song playing. It's a bop because these kids are dancing. They were dancing like they knew the choreography, and even families were dancing together. So Legoland did something good here with the parade. It's very fun and entertaining for the whole families. We are stuck here. There's a little funnel going through if we're trying to get past. But you can see there's, was it Chief Frida, the fire truck over there in front of the Awesome Shop. But then Hopsy in the Duplo is right here. But then Lloyd, Ninjago's over there. What's the pirate's name? I forget what the name of his. Scruffy? I forget what his name was. He's over there. So the whole point is that you don't get to see the floats all together in line like if you were at Funtown, because it's in a singular line. Here they do the U shape around Benny's jet. So that's why I don't like this one personally myself. But we're walking our way to the beginning because we're about to leave here. But I hear some music. So before we do, we're going to stop and listen to the brass band as they give us the kiss goodnight before we leave the park. the brass band behind me, I think this is a good time to say goodbye. We're going to end our journey here. Hope you had a great time following along with me on this video, checking out the summer updates for the Legoland California Resort. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, give it a big thumbs up for me, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, you haven't done so already. Got a lot of journeys headed your way if you like more content about Legoland, other theme parks around Southern California, SeaWorld, Disneyland, Universal Studios, museums, Comic-Cons, all that good stuff. And of course, follow me on social media at Big Red Journeys on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram for even more content. So for me to you, thank you, and then I'll see you on the next journey. Bye-bye now.
Oh, damn, Ray. Check this out.